will hear Kalan's words. 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 Words.
What is wrong with him?
Isn't he a wonderful creature? He is my greatest invention, the pride of creation.
You created him?
Of course. He's my masterpiece. And with the components you've brought me, I will finish his upgrades.
What upgrades?
I will install these parts and make him better than before.
So, he's a robot.
Oh, much more than that. I am thankful to you for bringing him back. He has obviously chosen you as his companion.
You didn't know that you're a machine?
No. I was aware of discrepancies in my behavior. Emotions, for instance. I don't experience them as others do.
Look out!
Welcome to the entertainment district. Name your pleasure, name your desire, and here, you can make it happen. So, tell me, what do you desire?
Another asshole, another corpse.
You are dead.
What the fuck do you want?
Power, shards, and an easy life. How about you?
Already got them. They're overrated. I really don't like small talk, so tell me what you want or leave me the fuck alone.
Who the fuck are you?
You really want to know who I am? You really want to know? Tough shit.
We're not covering our world in concrete anymore.
We will fight together.
Boom, motherfuckers.
I lasted longer than that.
What? You've been there? And you survived? I've never met anyone else who got out of one of those alive. I thought I was the only one.
I got your amplifier.
Now, there's someone who understands profit. Screw those abs, huh? Here, I owe you that.
What else can you tell me about the desert?
It's a dusty place that wants to kill you. Get yourself east of here to the fort. That's the place for you.
I must remember this place. I'm attacking. Over there. As you wish. Look out!
About these components you need.
Yes?
I have the high-performance CPU.
I'll have to run some tests, but if it looks undamaged, we can be hopeful it will work. That's one good thing about military equipment. It is built to be durable. Some of it has survived for centuries.
Is it military equipment you're building with this?
Building? Well, the components are for... We will use them in the advance of technology to defeat the Albs.
You don't sound so sure.
Sure of what? Are you all right? You're not making much sense.
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, if you're worried, maybe we can get you some help after this is finished. Excellent.
Hey, there you are.
Are you okay? You look...
Yeah, I know. I feel terrible. That encounter with the Elex and Abessa really took it out of me. It's like it looked inside of me. I feel cold from the inside.
cold. That sounds like Elex.
You remember it, right? From when you took it. I got similar feelings when I took mana. I can't imagine what it did to you before being transmuted. I need some now. I need to get some mana.
I thought you wanted to go to a world heart.
I do. Now that you're here, we could go together.
About the side effects of Elex.
Yeah?
Here, I have some mana for you.
Thank you. I need it to balance the Elex I'm sensing. Without it, I'm worried I'll lose myself to it. I have to understand what it wants, what the Elix's purpose is.
How are you?
I'm okay.
That was remarkable. The old world is truly fascinating.
About these components you need.
Yes?
have the miniature Elex Battery.
An example of how Elex has revolutionized technology. We might not have the resources our ancestors did, but look what the clerics have achieved since.
This is the work of the clerics?
It is Calern's will. Only the clerics believe in science and study. Only the clerics have the capability to fabricate these things. The technology that has been preserved, the technology that has been designed here, Magdalene must thank the clerics for all of it. The clerics are not to blame for the Albs.
You seem pretty certain about that.
Calern's will is to help all through technology. So my legate says. So you will learn when you see him.
Sounds like Kalan has it all planned out. I think you should have the full set of the components you were searching for.
I agree. We should deliver them. I found these on our journey. You can put them to whatever use you see fit. Do you want the location? Are you ready to deliver the components?
Yes. Let's find your legate.
Good. Here are the coordinates. These components are important. We should deliver them quickly. That was well done. The fort of Tavar. I've heard a lot about it. I'm intrigued to see what we find inside.
Oh, look who's here.
I've completed my work and brought you the pieces you require.
As I knew you would.
Have I completed my task?
Yes, Falk. Your work on this task is complete. It is time I told you something important.
I am ready to hear Kalan's words.
I thought you were traveling by order of a legate.
I was. I will hear Kalan's words. 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 Words.
What is wrong with him?
Isn't he a wonderful creature? He is my greatest invention, the pride of creation.
You created him?
Of course. He's my masterpiece. And with the components you've brought me, I will finish his upgrades.
What upgrades?
I will install these parts and make him better than before.
So, he's a robot.
Oh, much more than that. I am thankful to you for bringing him back. He has obviously chosen you as his companion. A friend. He gets more human every day. Of course, that is part of his programming. Wait here, and I will finish up with my work.
Falk.
Initializing.
Is he all right?
You are beginning a new stage of evolution now. Go with your new friend. Learn about yourself. Your new routines should help you access the data that tells you what you are. Take good care of him, won't you?
About Falk. Why did you build him?
Isn't it obvious? In a war, we need an army that doubles our fighting strength, but without the human cost. I mean, we have weapons, fighting machines, bots. but we still need a human presence. Replace those humans with a machine that thinks like you and me. And we can have war without casualties. We can secure Magalan for the future without the loss of lives.
A robot should come in useful.
Well, I hope so, because right now I don't have the parts to build more of them. I mean, the plan is to build more, but we'll have to build the right machines for mass production. Still, as long as he learns and I can collect his experiences, the aim was to test him to destruction. The finished production model comes next. I'll refine that based on what Falk learns.
Tested to destruction?
Is that not the definition of human life? Born, collect experience, tested to destruction.
Do you know the captive cleric, Frank?
No! Or maybe I just forgot. I don't recognize him from Igniton. Why are you asking me?
I want to find his old unit.
Okay, let's do this and do it quickly. I can guess where they're located. I'll transmit the coordinates to your adjutor. Just don't tell me what you're going to do with this information. It is better that you keep it to yourself. Under no circumstances do I want to know what your motives are or what you're doing. Okay?
I'm a cleric. I can help you.
Help me to hell. We'd both be dead, two idiots into the fire together. No way. I'm not leaving her. I'm not leaving Big Bang until she's finished.
Here, the proprietary Edwards condenser.
I'll get that fitted right away. We're one step closer. Just a few more pieces and she'll be up and ready. Better hurry up!
How are you feeling?
My systems appear to be functioning correctly. I feel strong.
You didn't know that you're a machine?
No. I was aware of discrepancies in my behavior. Emotions, for instance. I don't experience them as others do. But I had observed that many people suffer from such issues. Though I do wonder if my reaction to this revelation is lacking in emotion. Are feelings something I must learn?
You sound like an Alb.
That isn't accurate. No. Albs suppress their emotions. I wish to explore mine. They are losing theirs. I am developing mine. I hope I will function well. I cannot see how this revelation should impair me. On the contrary, I think being more informed should improve my capabilities.
I hope so. How are you doing, Falk?
It is hard to say right now. Let me think further.
Show me what you've got. Show me what you've got.
continue like this, right?
Is there anything we're not
This
short
bar
of
should
these
prove an
days?
interesting place for observing
No,
local
no.
social
I
interaction.
won't accept that.
Teach me something.
All right.
I have to go.
All right. Something is wrong here. There should be guards to look after the world heart.
Doesn't look like anyone's home.
Then we should be ready for a fight. Something has killed the guards here. Maybe it was mutants. They're attracted to mana as well as Elex. A world heart. I hope that one day we find these across all of Magalan. It's terrible. Not a soul here. Just death. I have to go on. Can you give me some space again? I need peace and quiet for meditation. I can sense it.
What can you sense?
It's incredible. I can hear something here. Clearer than before.
What can you hear?
The Elex. It's alive. It doesn't matter whether it's been changed, processed, transmuted, it doesn't matter. It retains the same voice. It might change the way Elex behaves, but it remains linked together somehow.
So, what does that mean?
That all its forms must be related and that it can revert. It can return to its unrefined form.
Mana can become pure Elex?
It's conceivable, but nobody knows how to do it. Not even the Albs.
Are you any closer to understanding what this means?
Closer, yes, but I need to know more to understand it. The fact Elex is alive, that it has a collective consciousness is one thing, but we need to know what it wants. I want to know if we're changing it, or it's changing us.
Hey, what? How can it be changing us?
You of all people ask me that? You know the effect it had on you as an Alb. You've seen what it's done to Magellan's animal life. We need to find some more Elex deposits. Some that have been brought back up from when the comet first hit. Let's go. I'll tell you if I sense any. We're on the brink of the final battle against the Albs. All of Magellan is depending on us. There's just one more thing.
Yes?
Why did you choose to join the clerics?
To begin with, it seemed like the best way to survive.
But that isn't everything.
My own people tried to kill me. I want to find answers, and joining a faction has to help me find them.
I hope you're not just doing this for your own personal reasons.
About the side effects of Elex.
Yeah?
Here, I have some mana for you.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm okay. That was great.
Just leave me in peace. I told you, don't make friends in Tavar. My poor bullet.
And sand everywhere. And still, I'm convinced that there is still hope for Tavar.
IR-570 is providing good pictures. Maintain orbit. Correction to H-62's orbit came too close to the atmosphere. M-25 reported a malfunction 20 minutes ago. Distress call initiated. Delivering unusable data. New data received from IR-570. Data updated into the computer. There was a slight change to the object's trajectory. Recalculated the countdown twice. No serious change.
Halt. Who are you? What's the password?
I'm on your side. I'm a cleric.
I asked you about the password. So why didn't you answer? Come on, speak up. You've walked onto our ground. So I will ask you again. How did you find us?
Frank gave me your coordinates in the fort.
Frank, you've spoken to him. I've been trying to hatch a plan for days now to work out how to get him out of there.
So, do you want to know how Frank is doing?
Do I want to know if he's been tortured? If the outlaws have starved him? If his belief is being challenged every day? I know how the outlaws treat their captives. That's exactly why I want to get him back.
Why are you here?
To find out what's happening. Ever since the Duke took over here, the lines of communication with Ignadon have been shut down. Baxter might have been a maniac, but at least he talked to us. Now, this Duke and his men, they came out of nowhere and they've destabilized the whole of Tavar. We want to know if he's a threat, or if he'll start talking to us.
Maybe talking can make a difference.
It has in the past. I can't say I'm confident about our chances, but we have to try.
Can I help you get your man back?
Right now, I'll take whatever help I can get. I want to get Frank home safely, and I fear if I go in after him, I'll just get him killed. You probably stand more chance than us. They don't see all our order as enemies, but they know my face and that I'm part of a reconnaissance group. So they won't give me a chance to enter the fort. Do you think you can get in without a problem?
What's your plan for getting your man out of the fort?
Well, we can just ask them. The outlaws aren't going to suddenly start abiding by old agreements from the Great Council of Magellan. Elexit is the only thing they respect. If we offer enough, the Duke should agree to set him free.
The Great Council of Magellan?
Yes. That was almost 100 years ago. There was constant warfare that threatened to destroy us all. It was the clerics who brought all the factions together to sign a non-aggression pact to save us all. You know, peace reigned for almost 40 years. But during that time, each group was increasing, growing in size, becoming more committed to their cause. It just made the next war all the bigger.
Why doesn't anyone keep to the pact now?
Because as a species, we're actually pretty damn dumb. And I'm not excluding the clerics here. In those days, the clerics were fighting the berserkers over at Elex Deposit. They needed it for their mana. We needed it to drive our machines. When we weren't able to reach agreement, weapons began to speak instead.
And there's been war ever since?
The Hort assumed the war would be short. Back then, we didn't know the power their mana can unleash. We were arrogant. We assumed the technology we'd stockpiled, the weapons we developed would be enough. Then Berserker's magic grew stronger, until one battle where our machines failed. Whole squadrons of our troops were wiped out. We haven't recovered from that defeat, even today.
You left the outlaws out of your story.
Because they aren't worth my breath. They were violating the resolutions almost as soon as the Council had made them. Their attacks mostly consisted of small raids, but it was only a matter of time before they tried something bigger.
I've heard enough.
Good. Let me know when you're planning to head to the fort. We have to free our man.
Give me the Elexit. I'll pay to get your man out.
Very well. I'll put our man's fate in your hands. That elixir is going to buy the freedom of my friend. Don't let it go astray.
ugly, overstated, and decaying. Welcome to Tavar.
I want to buy Frank's freedom.
Frank? The cleric we're holding prisoner? Why do you want him? But I have no more use for him. Tell him he can go, but he's to carry a message back to Ignadon. So, give me the shards and tell him that I guarantee him free passage. Ignadon should know my generosity. Tell them to stay at home and stop meddling in the business of Tavar. They should be worrying about Zakor, not Tavar.
Here's the Elexit for Frank.
You don't get to name a price. You get to pay an amount that I won't find insulting.
And if that's all I have?
Then you keep your shards and I'll keep your cleric. Find the rest, or don't come back.
Here, will that pay for Frank's release?
You aren't prepared to pay more for his life? But you clerics are swimming in shards. Surely you'll pay more.
You won't get more from me.
All right. I wanted to test you, and you held firm. Go to the cleric and tell him I will allow him to leave the fort.
With all the things new life could offer Tavar, the outlaws fight us to live here.
They say they want their freedom.
This isn't freedom. This is worse than exile.
Too easy. I spoke with Hartmut.
Our group commander is alive? That is good news.
He tasked me with buying your freedom.
Then why am I sitting here? Are you going to do what he asks or not?
How can I persuade the outlaws to let you go?
Hartmut gave you the shards to pay the ransom. Shards will speak louder than words.
Let me decide how to handle this. Tell me about the outlaws.
I've been watching them for a while now, but I haven't observed any real errors they've made with their patrols. I was hoping this undisciplined rabble would make a mistake, but they actually seem to know what they're doing.
So do you have any idea of how you can escape?
While I haven't found a way out, now that Kalan has sent you to help me, maybe there could be ways to get out of here, if you would be prepared to help me. The main problem is that beast of a woman, Iron Madison, watches me closely. If you could find a way to get her called away somewhere else, that could give me a chance to make a break for it. Cindy, a girl from the entertainment district, she hates Iron Madison more than I do. Maybe, she might give you an idea of how to get rid of Madison. Maybe we could make use of her enmity towards my guard, Iron Madison.
That's all I need to know.
Just get me out. If you don't, I think I will die here.
I've paid the ransom money. You can go.
What do you mean, go?
I mean, go. Leave.
This feels like a trick. You'll put a bullet in my head as soon as I try and leave, won't you? You or Iron Madison? When I last saw that guard, Iron Madison, she appeared convinced that the only way I'd leave was dead, regardless of what the Duke says. She's bitter enough to make that good, even if someone else has said I can leave. No, I can't risk leaving until she's convinced I can, or she's dead.
The Duke said Frank could go free.
What? Why the hell would he say that?
You want to question the Duke?
No, but I want no part of this. You'll have to set him free.
I can do that.
Good. Look for me when that cleric's gone. I have a job for you. I'll tell you the details later. So, if you have any personal business to take care of, get it taken care of. And make sure you're straight and focused when you come to do this job, right?
I'll think about it.
Thinking won't earn you profit, favor, or shards. So, make your mind up soon.
What's this job you want doing?
I told you would come back. He's earned his name. But now some people are talking behind his back, undermining that name. They're saying he hesitated over the converter, that he let that cleric live. This talk is undermining his reputation, and the only way to stop this talking is to set an example.
How are you going to set an example?
We're going to force the clerics out of the desert. They've sent a little group of soldier boys out to invade our land. You're going to help me find them. Then, we're going to leave their bodies on the border to send a message to everyone there and all across Tavar.
You're asking a lot.
A lot? Ha! Once we've killed a couple of them, the rest of them will run back to Kalan. Come on, we have to do this. You'll like it. I know you'll like it. And the Duke's name will ring out across the desert. Let's start with the rest of the unit that came here with our ex-prisoner.
All right, I'll do it.
Good. I don't care how you do it. Just make sure those clerics end up dead.
It will be difficult to kill the clerics without the proper equipment.
You overestimate them. They aren't really a challenge without their fighting machines. But if you feel you need an equalizer, take this.
I spoke with Hartmut.
Our group commander is alive? That is good news.
He tasked me with buying your freedom.
Then why am I sitting here? Are you going to do what he asks or not?
How can I persuade the outlaws to let you go?
Hartmut gave you the shards to pay the ransom. Shards will speak louder than words.
Let me decide how to handle this. Tell me about the outlaws.
I've been watching them for a while now, but I haven't observed any real errors they've made with their patrols. I was hoping this undisciplined rabble would make a mistake, but they actually seem to know what they're doing.
So do you have any idea of how you can escape?
While I haven't found a way out, now that Kalan has sent you to help me, maybe there could be ways to get out of here, if you would be prepared to help me. The main problem is that beast of a woman, Iron Madison, watches me closely. If you could find a way to get her called away somewhere else, that could give me a chance to make a break for it. Cindy, a girl from the entertainment district, she hates Iron Madison more than I do. Maybe, she might give you an idea of how to get rid of Madison. Maybe we could make use of her enmity towards my guard, Iron Madison.
That's all I need to know.
Just get me out. If you don't, I think I will die here.
With all the things new life could offer Tavar, the outlaws fight us to live here.
They say they want their freedom.
This isn't freedom. This is worse than exile.
You have no idea what is really going on.
Hey, Hank. Bad news. Our caravan was attacked by Albs. Would you stop doing that shit?
You want to trumpet that any louder?
We have to tell people. They have to know.
Damn it, kid, shut your mouth.
Will you cut out that crap?
If the people knew we were having trouble with supplies, there could be an uprising against the Duke.
But we can tell the Duke, can't we? We should.
Welcome to the entertainment district. Name your pleasure, name your desire, and here, you can make it happen. So, tell me, what do you desire?
Desire?
What do you dream of when you're out there in the desert all alone? Whatever it is, you can have it here. I can help you make those dreams come true. So, let me take those shards and give you your desires. But you know where to find me before you go back out into that big, lonely desert again. It's hard to find what makes you happy. And when you do, you should hold on to it. Make it real, even for a short time before you lose it forever.
Sounds like you're the one who lost something. Are you all right?
Of course. Yes, look, honestly, I'm fine. I just want you to tell me what you want. I can make it worth your while. Really, think about it. We can make an arrangement.
It sounds like you're trying to pay me.
Well, I'm just saying we can come to an arrangement. You can pay, or maybe you can help me in return. You help me, I can help you. Do you understand?
What help do you need?
If I tell you, I'm trusting you with my life, but someone I know, Liam, he's in trouble. Iron Madison has got her claws into him. I mean, she owns him. She treats him like he's her slave.
What do you mean she owns Liam?
Madison was the Duke's favorite for a while. It's over now, but she can still call on him. She might have made herself the Duke's plaything, but she likes to own people herself. Now, she's picked Liam, and if he refuses her anything, well, her last two playthings are dead, put it that way.
Why do you care?
Because I care, okay? He has to get away from her. He has to get free.
How can I help?
You'll help? For real? I mean, you have to know there's only one way to help. Iron Madison has to die. Otherwise, she'll come after him. After you. After me. There's no other way to end this but to kill her.
You'll have to pay me.
Yes, I've said. You will be rewarded, I can promise you that. It won't be easy to kill her. And I should warn you that killing her openly risks the Duke coming after all of us. You'll have to find a way to get rid of her discreetly.
How do you suggest I kill her?
Well, everyone knows she loves to start fights. If you provoke her, she'll take the bait for sure. And if she attacks you, not even the Duke will blame you for defending yourself. And if you just went and attacked her, he'd be forced to act. But if you get her to attack you, well, I think he'd be glad to be rid of her. She's trouble for him.
You must hear a lot of things.
Pillow talk, you mean? Yes, I get to hear all sorts. Tell me, what do you want to know? Don't expect to get the information for free.
I need some information.
And I need shards. So let's make a deal.
I'm looking for anything that might make me some Elexit.
Well, I have heard something. A guy I know has had a row with his wife. He's been coming to the entertainment district too often. She started threatening revenge, so he's hidden his shards from her. He knows I don't leave the fort, so he lets slip where he put them. I'll give you the coordinates.
Thanks.
We both need the shards. He certainly doesn't.
Not bad.
What am I doing?
Kid, you're a runner.
The mechs that went into Bessa pretty much killed that whole party.
What I've heard, you haven't got the best reputation.
Is that right? That's just because I'm the one who is prepared to get my hands dirty getting things done. So speak up. Who has been bad-mouthing me? Come on, open your mouth and speak. Which skin flap has been opening their mouth, and what do they say?
I'm not telling you a thing.
You think you can withhold information from me? I'll break every damn bone in your body.
You like to talk, don't you?
You think I'm all talk? Wow, have you got it wrong?
Enough talk. Let's get this over with.
Another asshole, another corpse. You are dead.
should talk to someone else. I can't help you.
Madison is dead. You can make your escape.
Madison is dead? That will make it much easier to escape. I'll still have to pick my moment, if I don't want to end up back in here with a different jailer. But, thank you. I'm sorry I can't give you anything as a reward. These outlaws stripped anything of value from me when I was captured. But you have my thanks. And if you can make it back to my unit, Hartmut will show his appreciation for me. I'm certain of it. So, look for him if you're short of Alexid. All there is left to do is to wish you good luck. I won't be here the next time you enter the fort. So, good luck out there, my friend. May Kalan watch over you.
Get the hell out of here! That's it.
Get out of here, right? Don't do that again.
What the fuck do you want?
Power, shards, and an easy life. How about you?
Already got them. They're overrated. I really don't like small talk, so tell me what you want or leave me the fuck alone.
Who the fuck are you?
You really want to know who I am? You really want to know? Tough shit.
I was hoping at least one person in the fort knows what's going on. Are you that person?
Maybe. Listen, I meet a dickhead a day who tries lines on me. So unless you've got some real business, or unless my brother the Duke sent you, take the talk to someone else.
Sure. Okay.
Come back when you've got business. Don't hassle me with anything trivial. We don't want to fall out.
You did well.
Who invited you in here?
Hey, you. You're new here. I don't know if anyone's told you, but the Duke, our glorious leader, king of the desert, is raising taxes on his territory. And I am here to collect them.
So, what is that to do with me?
Look, I've told the Duke 1,000 times I'm not the guy for this. But if I don't get him the shards, he'll put a rope around my neck. Or my wife will. She'd do it for him. So do a guy a favor and hand over the money. After all, it's better than me and you ending up as food for the jackals.
There's no tax. This is a con.
Why would I risk my neck to lie? I told you I don't want to be here. I know you're looking at me and not feeling that threatened if you don't pay, but the Duke stands behind me. Mess with me and you mess with the Duke, and no one here is going to let that happen.
You're not taking shards from me without a fight.
No, you don't want to fight me. Deny the Duke and it won't just be me you're fighting. You'll be fighting everyone here.
No one's going to help you. And no one in their right mind would send you to collect shards. I'm not paying.
But are you crazy? You'll risk that?
I'm not paying.
Okay, I'll admit it. I spent all my wife's shards. She found out, and if I don't earn them back, she'll be wearing my balls for earrings. I've got to get the shards to replace what I spent.
What did you spend the shards on?
Well, you know, men's things. Yeah, I know that made it worse, but it's not like that, honestly. I love Cindy, and I can't get to see her without paying her. Not that it matters. Madison will beat the shit out of me if she finds I've seen a prostitute. She'll kill me if she finds out I'm in love with Cindy. So, I've got to get those shards if I want to keep walking.
Your wife is dead.
No chance. Who'd be able to kill her? Even the Duke, our glorious leader, king of the desert, would think twice before fighting her.
Do you want me to bring her body as proof?
You're serious? She's really dead?
Yes.
Oh, by the sands of Tavar. You don't know how glad I am to hear that. I don't know what your part in this was, but thank you. I am now free. I'm free. I can finally be with Cindy.
That was great.
Don't let anyone tell you the world can't change. It can. Oh, it can.
Wish we had more time to spend here. Maybe after it's all over. I'm doing all right, thank you.
Probe IR-570 is providing new data received from IR-570. Data updated into the computer. There was a slight change to the object's trajectory. Recalculated the countdown twice. No...
The old world. Always seems to be a place that was about things.
It is now. We just don't have as many things.
I know some technology can be good, but I'm glad we're not covering our world in concrete anymore. With everything that's going on, you forget how beautiful it really is here. Are without grace. This place has a real peace to it.
Got a nice catch here. Nice. Fresh meat, and it got a fair amount on you. Boy, you're gonna cook up nicely.
Cook?
Oh yes, we'll do you justice. A few sprigs of scragweed and some cogroot. Oh, and you'll be just right for us.
I'll get you.
We will fight together.
Thanks for being there. That could have gone badly.
Just give me a minute to calm down, will you? Calming. Whew. Shit. A moment longer and those cannibals would have had me over the fire. There's enough creatures out here trying to eat me without people trying it as well. Shit. That's not something I want to go through again. Hell. You've not got anything to drink, have you? Something to help a man get his head screwed back on?
Here, this should help.
That's good. There's something about a near-death experience that makes everything taste golden. You saved me. I mean, you saved my life. And I've learned a lot about Magalan's history. But cannibals? Phew. I haven't heard of anything like that since the dark days after the comet hit. Most of what we live on in Tavar is from the past. So history is profitable. Interesting, too. You should learn it.
Tell me about Magalan's past.
Gladly. What would you like to know?
Tell me about the factions.
Well, their recent history. I mean, they only came about after the comet hit. Before that, there were countries and governments. Millions of people organized into groups. Nothing like now. But the comet destroyed all that. There aren't really records from after the comet hit. No one was writing things down. They were just trying to survive. No leaders. All the things they relied on to survive had gone. But it didn't take long for people to form groups to get resources. And it didn't take long for those people to start fighting. All factions think they've got ways to save us. They're all just ways people are trying to survive.
So, there are a lot of gaps in your knowledge of history?
Well, some. There were more records kept during the territory wars. That was once the factions had formed and started fighting each other. I guess as soon as you're a group, you want to start keeping a history of who you are. History becomes more important. Anyway, instead of fighting over 1 or 2 tins, the factions started fighting over land. Elex, resources. Any small factions that were left got absorbed or destroyed. I mean, these people were survivors, so you'd think that's what they'd want, to survive. Instead, there were yet more deaths. There aren't numbers, but I'd guess at least half of those still alive were killed. That's just a guess. Finally, the people in charge realized the cost was too high, so they formed a council, the Great Council of Magellan, and made a non-aggression treaty.
A non-aggression treaty? That doesn't seem to have worked.
Well, peace is always fragile. The Berserkers and Clerics have totally different ideas about Elex and technology, for a start. But after all the deaths, the factions knew they risked their own destruction if they fought anymore. So, the peace lasted, more or less. There are always some hotheads, some isolated clashes over resources. But the leaders brought their people back into line. All the factions rebuilt their lands, worked on their own rules.
So, what went wrong?
The Albs. They were just a small splinter group. They went up into Zakor, into the ice, and no groups were interested in that land. They built their strength, and then they invaded. The factions were taken completely by surprise. The Albs captured people, land, built their converters before the factions could respond. What happened to the prisoners, the dead? History doesn't speak of that.
I've heard enough.
At least you did listen. That's not always the case today.
Tell me about Tavar.
Well, it might not seem like there's a lot of history here, but this place hasn't always been desert. When the comet hit, it turned this place into the wasteland you see. But not everything was destroyed. Some building complexes, like the fort, survived. Others were buried. When the sand shifts, other buildings appear, and then all the things that were left in them are there for the taking. Not that everything that's buried is good. Logan, the Duke as he's known today, they're sitting on a powder keg. Back before the comet hit, they stored weapons there. Serious, end-of-the-world weapons. And they're still there, somewhere, along with a whole stack of the usual kind.
What kind of weapons?
I know the history, not the science. I'm no cleric. But these things were supposed to destroy cities. They were supposed to destroy countries.
How could they do that?
I don't know. Big explosions. Big explosions. And the fort is sitting on top of them. That's why I want shards. I want to be a long way from here if those things ever go off.
What do you know about the Berserkers?
They were a group living up in the woods, trying to grow their own food, and they evolved from there. Everyone else was fighting for what was left, but they decided to make something new. It was some guy called Amric that started them. The new guy they have there, Thorold, the Pilgrim, sees himself as some sort of spiritual successor to Amric. He's changed things there. They're pushing out into the world more than they did. The Berserkers used to stay in Edan mostly. They'd fight to protect their borders, make assaults outside them, then pull back. Now they're holding ground. It seems the Pilgrim wants to purify all of Edan. They're gonna use their world hearts to change the world. They want to use their magic to turn the clock back and make Magellan what it was. Well, they'll change it. But whether Magellan was ever like they say, that's just a fantasy.
How much do you know about the clerics?
Secretive lot. They probably know more about history than the others, but they keep it to themselves. But this god they believe in, Kalan, I haven't seen anything anywhere about this god in records from before the comet hit. Why they've created a god and worship technology? Well, I can't understand it. Everything else they do is about knowledge and fact and observation. So why invent a lot of hocus pocus to go with it?
Why did the clerics have so few men?
The wars. They put their faith in their fighting machines. But either their prayers weren't answered or they had a technological hitch. They went into battle with the berserkers and their machines shut down. They were defeated. Heavy losses. Those left retreated into Ignadon. Anyone that didn't make it back was cut down by one faction or another. The clerics' numbers never recovered. I guess they must have fixed whatever the problem was with their fighting machines. It's never happened again.
What are you doing out here?
The light beacon. I've always been fascinated by them. They used to be a cry for help, or a way to give help, direction, guidance. I've seen leaders come and go in the fort, and there's only one constant. You have to rely on yourself. So, I look for ruins, visit the beacons, and I find things to earn shards, so I don't need anyone else.
Brave for someone at your age.
My age? Age is bullshit. Wrinkled or smooth-skinned, life throws the same shit at you. I know these lands better than to come alone. I was traveling with a pair of scrap collectors. They needed a lead. I needed some help. On our way there, we got ambushed by a group of clerics. I didn't want a chance to fight with them. They were much better armed. So I got out of there.
What happened to the scrap collectors?
They didn't make the same choice. That's the problem with some people of their age. They think every fight is winnable. They think running away is the wrong thing to do. Yet, here I am at my age. I just wish I'd had their legs for running. The clerics caught up with me and took me prisoner. I'm here, aren't I? I waited until it was dark and I got out. I guess they thought I was too old to guard. And I got away with their leader's weapon. I think that must have made them angry. Now those clerics are out hunting for me. You can hear their horns. That's why I thought I'd head for the beacon, get some scrap, and get myself back to Tavar. Shards would mean safety. But you know what happened next? Damn Reavers. Life sure is cheap out here.
Give me the cleric's weapon.
Why should I give it to you?
Because you're a survivor, and you don't want to get me pissed.
All right. I don't really need this thing anyway. I'll make you a trade. Some shards for me, a shiny cleric's weapon for you.
You want pain? I'll think about it.
Sure. You take your time.
We help each other out, right?
Well, you had a beer from me. So yeah, all right. You can have it.
Is there something you need?
No, I'm okay. Don't waste your time on my old bones. The only thing I'm interested in is stories. And I don't think you are the storytelling type.
What do you know about the Albs?
Hardly anyone knows anything about them. I mean, other than about their attacks.
Maybe I could tell you a story about them?
Now I am curious. Do you know why they use Elex?
It makes them stronger, of course. Greater strength, lower levels of fatigue, reduced pain. It turns men into fighting machines, and not just physically. Elex keeps them clear thinking. It removes the emotions that could get in the way of orders.
So it means no one can argue with orders?
It reduces the chances. That's one of the reasons Albs are so successful. They operate together without question.
Not all of them. Some operate alone.
Then you've heard of the Elexitors. They rule in Zakor. They still consume Elex, but they are given a command role.
You mean like Wardek and Kallax? Or Jax? Have you heard of them?
Yes, they are names to be feared. Though I had heard that Jax had disappeared.
So the rumors say. What else do you know about the Albs?
That they have as good as or better knowledge of technology than the clerics. That's because you and them have something in common.
Me? What have I got in common with Albs?
An interest in history. The Elexiters, well, I don't know for sure, but they have found some fragments of old world information. They're using that knowledge.
They're interested in the old world?
No, not at all. They just want the technology. Interest is emotional. The past is something that's gone. They want the future.
Interesting. Not many people seem to think about what the Albs want.
That's all I know.
That was very informative. Thank you.